Okay, so let us pay respect to Mount Jackie by bow 3 times. Let's bow. Second bow and third bow. I'd like to invite Mount Jackie to begin the sessions today.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Once again, everybody. A new month, right? And a new year. Also, Happy New Year to everyone. Chinese New Year, by the way. Right? Hope you all are doing fine, are healthy, are staying happy in both your body and mind. As you all know, as Jesse has mentioned just now, today is a very, very special day, right? It's what is called the Master's Day, right? Or the Grandmaster's Days. It's the day to commemorate our three masters, the Great Master, the Master Nun, and another Master Nun, right? We'll talk about that later. There is an event going on right now in the main temple. It starts at 7, but first they're going to start by chanting, right? They're going to start by chanting. And at 7:30, they're going to begin their meditation. At 7:45, they're going to do spreading loving kindness. So we could join the ceremony, maybe during the chanting as well, but we could enjoy the meditation along with the chanting, right? So in case you might want to, then you can do so. Okay, just to let you know. A little bit before that, if you don't mind, I would like to share a little bit about this day. What's it about, right? What is it about? So basically, it is our Master's Day. Our Great Master in the middle, one of our Master Nun on the left, and our Master Nun, who we see usually on the right, right? What are the relations between them and today? This happened today in the afternoon around 3 o'clock here in Thailand. You see the monks walking and a big peacock moving in the background. Okay? A lot of people walking by it also. A parade, actually, and a lot more in the back. On top of that peacock on the back is the picture, the golden image, not a picture, but a statue of our Master Nun and our Great Master, Long Po, right? The Master Nun is in front, our Great Master, Long Po, is in the back. And that's them together on the peacock. What is it? Well, today is the day that our Great Master, Long Po, passed away in his monk life, right? Over 60 years ago. And the Master Nun on the left, the picture on the left of the screen, that was the first teacher of our Master Nun, the one who you usually see in the pictures, right? So it was her day of passing away as well, the 3rd of February. So they passed away on the same day, but on a different year. Okay. And with relation to our Master Nun, this Master Nun in the golden image, is that she passed away not on the same day, but after her passing away, our Master, Long Po Tamashiyo, chant for her body, right? In Thai, in the Buddhist culture, when someone passes away, we usually chant for the soul of those who pass away, right? Maybe for 4 days, 7 days, depending on the family and also their decisions. But our master, Luang Por Tamashiyo, he decided to chant for the Master Nun for 500 days. So almost 2 years, right? And after that, on the 3rd of February, 20 years ago, right? That was the day the Master Nun was cremated as well. So 3 masters on the same day is to commemorate them, to think back, to look how great they were, right? What good that they gave into this world, what things they gave us as followers or as people who learns from what they have learned before, right? How profound. I remember telling you guys about the master the other day, the great master, Long Po. Or I might have to say the names now because there are many masters and it might get you confused. So Long Po, the great master, right? He is capable of doing so many things with his meditation. But before the story I told you, that was just a glimpse of it. Okay, what he found in his meditation further of why humans, when we close our eyes, we see nothing. What gives us anger, right? What gives us conflicts in life? Why does this happen? Why do we age? And why do we pass away? What's the reason for all of this? In his meditation, he found this reason. Okay, he found this reason. And his goal, his mission is to get rid of that reason, thus giving true happiness to everyone, right? If you found the reason for all the sufferings and eliminate it, you'll be able to give happiness to everyone. Okay. So that's why he's also so great, right? Now, 20 years ago, this happened. On the peacock, on the big peacock. Now, why is it a peacock? Why do we need to use a peacock? It's because our Master Nun's last name is Khon Nok Yung, right? Her name is Kunyai Ajahn Maha Ratana Ubasika Jan. Her name is Jan, and her last name is Khon Nok Yung. Jan meaning the moon, right? In Thai. Khon Nok Yung means peacock feather. Peacock feather. So the peacock can symbolize her. That is why the peacock is there to also carry her body. You see on his back a golden casket. That's her body. That's 20 years ago. Okay. Same, a big parade. A lot of people came to the Setia, the pagoda, right? And it was a really big event. This shows how much our master Luang Por Tamashiyo cares about his teachers, right? How much gratitude he has for his teachers for giving him this profound knowledge. The knowledge that he is now sharing with all of us, the knowledge of true peace, of how to get this peace that lasts, right? That doesn't go away, or you don't depart from it, or it doesn't depart from you. And this knowledge of the center of the body. Something's trying to block us from this knowledge, and these masters are trying to show us this true happiness inside. Our master Luang Por Tamashiyo invited monks from over 30,000 temples. After the 500 days of chanting, right? He invited 30,000, not 30,000 monks, but monks from 30,000 temples from around Thailand, all over, signing the invitation letters himself, right? To come to this ceremony. These are the monks, and you see further away in the distance, those are also the people, or you could say the students of the Master Nun who also came to pay their gratitude to the Master Nun on her cremation day. And that circle thing, in the background, that's where the fire is lit. Okay. So she was on the peacock then 20 years ago. Something special happened after that also. All right. So after her cremation, of course, the body would turn into ashes. Okay, as everyone would. But with a person who trains their mind very profoundly, who are very clean in their minds, in their actions, well, the elements in the body do change, right? So you might hear of some people after the cremation, they have some particles in their bones, in their in the things in their ashes that are changed into certain elements. That happened to our master nun as well, right? Told by our master. But if you want to know more information, we can talk about it later. It's not complicated. What is this word? It's maybe a little, I can't find a word to say for it, but if we touch on this issue, it might be not really understandable by someone as well. So I'll leave it at that, right? That the elements do change once the person is pure in their mind, and then it comes out to the body, and then when they pass away, they get burned, the ashes turns into different other elements as well. That's what happened to our great master, our master nun. Okay. That's a very, very brief history of what today is. It's the passing away of our great master, Nong Pu, one of our master nun, คุณยายอาจารย์ทองสุข right? Let me show you the picture again. And also the passing away, the cremation of our master nun on the right. Okay. And with their virtues, with what they taught us, our master, Luangพ่อ Thammashayo, again, he has a lot of gratifications. Okay, so with his teachers especially, and with this knowledge also especially, from what he's learned and shared with all of us, he would pay respect to them to the utmost that he can, right? Casting 8 golden images of the great master, casting 3 golden images, and these golden statues or images are 1 ton gold, right? Inviting people to join and to cast this. 3 golden images of the master nun, and another golden urn, you could say that, for the master nun on the left also. And he pays respect to them in every occasion that he can, on their birthday, on their day of attaining the meditative attainments. He also tell their good stories, their virtues in books, in his teachings, almost every night, also during her passing away, our master nun. So he would pay as much gratitude as he can. And this virtue of having gratification for someone is very, very important. It's very, very important. The foremost monk during the time of the Lord Buddha, right? The monk who is foremost in wisdom, the one who Lord Buddha says is foremost in wisdom out of all of the monks, Luangพ่อ Thatta, or our vice abbot, asked the master nun of how did he become the foremost in wisdom of all of the monks? And the master nun answered, it's because he has gratification. He's able to recall what others did to him that was good, and will never forget that, and would pay gratitude back to them whenever it's possible. Like one time, a person gave to him a spoon of rice, right? And that person, long time passed, coming to the Sangha or the Buddhist community and wanting to ordain. The Buddha asked, who would ordain for this man? No one answered. No one answered. And this monk, who is foremost in wisdom, says, I will, right? And why would he do it? He says because he remembered that person giving him 1 spoon of rice. 1 spoon of rice. So with just that one time, he does go for an alms round every day, right? That's one of the things that monks do daily. So to remember someone giving you 1 spoon of rice is very, very special. Okay, so he did remember that, and he ordained for that man, and he was able to attain the utmost of the meditative attainment at that period of time as well. So very beautiful. There's a lot more to learn about this day. There's a lot more to learn about this day, but unfortunately, we do have limited time. So just to bear in mind, keep in mind that today is a very, very special day to take into account and to commemorate our masters of their virtues, of how great they were, what they gave us, and how important what we have right now. This knowledge of meditation, this knowledge of the center of the body, this knowledge of true happiness that the whole world needs, right? Everyone seeks happiness, but they're looking elsewhere, outside. Inside is where we find happiness. And this, what we know, is what we need to share with the world. Okay. But first we need to find that happiness for ourselves. If we cannot, then it's hard to share it with others. Okay. Let's see where the event is at right now so that we can join it also. We are now doing some wishings, some resolutions for our merit. So let's follow the event. And when they're chanting, hello, Elsa. And when they're chanting, we could also meditate along, okay? We could also meditate along. And in the end, when they are doing the loving kindness sharing, we'll follow that as well. Are you able to hear this? No? Okay. Still no, right? All right. Okay. Let me just fix this a little bit. See what happened. I just tried it earlier and it worked. Wonder what happened. Okay. So I'm seeing maybe there's someone new in our session also. I would like to welcome and greet them. It may be a big topic to talk about, our master, if it's now your first session. But what we're doing, just to let you know, is that we're trying to balance. We're trying to balance between consciousness and calmness. Okay, so when we meditate, we're basically just being aware and being relaxed, and that's it. That's it. Whichever technique you use, whichever technique you've tried before in meditation, breathing technique, using visualizations, using mantras, these are all means of consciousness, right? Breathing, you're using consciousness. Visualization, that's your consciousness. Mantra, that's your consciousness, your awareness. But you need what needs to be added into the equation is to be relaxed, to be calm. When you're calm and you're conscious, when you're aware and you're relaxed, your mind comes into a balance, and that gives you the sense of true happiness inside. The more you practice, the easier it becomes. Okay. See if it's working this time. All right. Let me just share the screen instead. I don't think the sound is coming. There is always a way out.
จึงได้ไปพบกับพระเดชพระคุณหลวงปู่พระผู้ปราบมารเพื่อเรียนวิชาธรรมกายที่ละเอียดลุ่มลึก
Can you all see the event now?
ขึ้นไป
Yeah, and you can hear it also,
แล้ว
right?
คุณยายอาจารย์
Okay.
มหารัตนอุบาสิกาจันทร์ขนนกยูงก็ได้ถ่ายทอดวิชาธรรมกายนี้
So right
ให้
now,
แก่หลวง
our
พ่อ
Vice
ธรรม
Abbot
ชโย
is sharing a little story about our masters,
ซึ่งต่อมา
that our great
ก็
master
เกิดศิษยา
put his life on the
นุศิษย์
line
อีก
to discover
มากมาย
this point of true happiness,
และ
the
วัด
center of
พ
our
ระ
body.
ธรรมกายก็ถือกำเนิดขึ้น
Can you hear me well compared to the sound of
โด
the
ยมี
event?
คุณยายอาจารย์ มหารัตนอุบาสิกา
So our great
จันทร์
master,
ขนนกยูง
the monk, put his life on the
เป็น
line.
ผู้ให้
Right?
กำเนิด
If I sit down this time and I don't attain any knowledge of true happiness, I would
วัน
die
ที่
in this
3
seat.
กุม
And
ภา
so he
พั
sat
นธ์
down,
ของ
he
ทุ
risked
ก
his
ปี
life, and then he successfully
จึงเป็นวัน
stilled his
ที่
mind, balanced his mind
เรา
between
ศิษ
consciousness and
ยา
calm,
นุศิษย์
and attained
จะพร้อมเพรี
the
ยงกัน
attainments. Okay.
บำเพ็ญ
And
บุญ
after that,
ต่างๆ
he taught his
เพื่อ
teachings.
เป็นการสั่ง
Sorry,
สม
he
บุญกุศล
taught this knowledge
ให้
to other
แก่
people
ตน
so that they could
เอง
attain it as well.
และน้อมถวายบุญ
And
กุศ
during
ล
the
นี้
middle
เป็น
of
กตัญ
his
ญู
days
บูชา
and until the last of his days,
แด่มหา
he stayed at
ปู
this
ชนี
temple
ยาจาร
called Wat
ย์
Pak Nam in Bangkok.
ซึ่งใน
And there are
วัน
many
นี้
students who came to learn with
พ
him
วก
and
เรา
attain the same
ก็
meditation
ได้
that he
สั่ง
attained,
สม
right? Or the
บุญ
Dhammakaya,
ต่างๆ
right? One of them
ตั้ง
is
แต่
the
ภา
master
ค
nun,
เช้า
the one on the left.
ภาคบ่าย
And
จน
when
ก
that
ระ
master
ทั่ง
nun
มาถึง
attained
ณ
the
เวลา
Dhammakaya, she went to
นี้
also teach other people.
ที่
And
เรา
the
ได้
people,
จุด
one of
ป
the
ระ
people
ที
that she
ป
taught was
บูชาพระ
our
มหา
master
ธร
nun,
รมกายเจ
คุณยาย
ดี
จันทร์ขนนกยูง
เจดีย์แห่งพระพุทธเจ้าล้าน
So they all
พระ
attained
องค์
Dhamma. They went back
และบู
to the
ชา
great
ม
master,
หาปู
หลวง
ช
ปู่
นียาจารย์และ
Hope
ใน
it's not
โอกาส
confusing. There are a lot of
นี้
masters.
เราจะได้สวดพระพุทธ
They
ม
went back to
น
Luang
ต์
Pu and they
เพื่อ
ordained,
สั่ง
and
ส
they
มบุญ
spent the
กุ
rest
ศ
of their
ล
life studying
น้
advanced
อมถ
meditation.
วายแด่ท่าน
Okay.
อีก
And their knowledge is
วาระ
passed
ห
on
นึ่ง
to our master,
กระผม
Luangพ่อธรรมชโย, and today
ข
is
อ
passed
กรา
on
บ
to
อา
all of
รา
us.
ธนาพระมหาเถระ
So in
และเพื่อน
in commemoration
สหธรรมิกทุก
of these
รูป
events of the greatness of our
ได้
master,
เมตตา
our Vice Abbot
สั่ง
would like
ส
to
ม
ask
บุญกุศลร่วมกัน
the Sangha community
ด้วยการสวด
to
พระพุทธม
chant
นต์อุทิศถวาย
chant the verses in
แด่
Pali
มหา
to
ปูช
offer
นียา
as
จาร
gratitude
ย์
to our
ทั้ง
great masters,
สามท่าน และข
three of
อ
our
เชิ
great
ญ
masters.
ท่านสาธุชนเราศิษยานุศิษย์ได้พร้อมเพรียงกันสวดพระพุทธมนต์น้อม
And
ถ
he
วาย
would
บุญ
also like to invite all of us who is joining the event to chant
แด่มหา
the verses
ปู
in
ช
Pali
นี
as
ยา
well to
จาร
pay
ย์
gratitude to our great
ผู้เป็น
masters.
ที่เคารพรักยิ่งของพวกเรา โดยพร้อมเพรียงกันนะ
นะโมตัสสะภะคะวะโต
So, as the main event is doing the chanting, we could go along with the event also, since chanting is could be done with a form of meditation, right? Chanting could be a form of meditation. If you have consciousness and calm, you'll be able to meditate at the same time. As they are chanting, we could also commemorate our great masters by paying gratitude to them with the practice that they have shared with us, right? That's the best way to pay gratitude, is to practice what they have taught and to do it well. So in this time, let us all come together, commemorate our great masters by practicing meditation. Okay. So let's get our body, let's get ourselves ready. Let's get ready by closing our eyes softly and gently. Closing our eyes softly and gently. Relax all parts of our body. Relax all parts of our body. From the top of our head down to our neck, down to our shoulders, our torso, our hips, our legs, all the way down to the tips of our toes. Take a few moments to relax. Take a few moments to rest, to be comfortable in the way we sit and enjoy this session. And let's let go of all worries. Relax our mind, rest our mind, let go of all worries, all responsibilities for now. Relax, be calm. Don't worry about anything. Just enjoy this feeling of relaxation. That's all that we need to do for right now. Relax, let go, enjoy. If you would like to, you could also use an object of visualization to help the mind stay still, stay calm, stay relaxed. You can visualize the sun, the moon, the stars, or even the great masters. Right where you feel relaxed and comfortable. And their pictures doesn't have to be clear. As long as you can feel them right there and feel relaxed, having them there with you, that is perfectly good. So relax, be calm, be rested. Relax, be calm, let go. Let the energy, the positive energy flow without worrying about whatsoever. Simply enjoy this relaxation. That shows that you are on the right path. If the image is there, then that's great. If the image is already gone, then don't worry about it. If you're still feeling good, that's great as well. So relax, enjoy. At any point in time that you wish to visualize the image again, feel free to do so. Or if you like to just let go of the images, to be free, to be neutral, to don't worry and relax and enjoy, then feel free to do so as well. See what feels right for you at that moment. Enjoy that feeling. That's all. That's very important. And nothing else matters more right now. So let's take a few moments, a few minutes to relax and enjoy our meditation. Enjoy our relaxation together in silence.
ปกาเตมโนเสสุเยชนะปารคามิโนอัฏฐายังอิตราปัจจติระเมวานุตาวติเยจักขุสัมมทาคาเตตัมเมธัมมานุวัติโนเตชนะปารเมสันติมา
as we are feeling calm, being relaxed, letting go, enjoying our meditation. From time to time, let's check to see ourselves if we are having any wandering thoughts, having any tension, or feeling drowsy at all. If we do so, softly and gently let those feelings go. Let the wandering thoughts go. Let the tension go. Let the drowsiness go. Relax our body. Relax our mind. Relax, let go. Get ourselves back into balance. Get ourselves calm and back right onto the road called the middle way, the road that leads us to true happiness. The further we travel down this road, the more things will be clearer to us. The feeling of this road will be clearer. Even the meditation experiences will become clearer. So let's take a few more minutes to enjoy this balance, to relax, be with our great masters, to relax and let go, and let the positive energy flow with us in silence for a few more minutes. as we are now accumulated our positive energy to a certain amount. Let's recall if we are still rested, if we are still calm, if the positive energy from inside of us is still flowing. If so, keep on relaxing, keep on resting, keep on releasing, let go. Keep letting that energy flow. And at this time that we've accumulated an amount of purity for ourselves from relaxing, from following the guidance, the teachings that is passed on to us by the great masters. Let's think of our great masters. Think of our great master Luang Pu. Think of our master nun, Kun Yai Ajahn Thong Suk, Samdang Pan. And think of our master nun, Kun Yai Ajahn Maharatana Upasika Chan, Khon Nok Yu. Recall 3 of our masters, since it's the great opportunity, a great day that they have all put their lives on the line to try to discover this knowledge within and successfully did. And also to share, to be generous enough to share this true happiness, this knowledge to all of us. And eventually to the whole world, so that there will be world peace. So that sorrows, sufferings could end completely. Let's think of them, think of their virtues, and share with them our practices, the fruit of our practices. Share with them the positive energy accumulated from within us. Just thinking of it, thinking of sharing it to them is enough. And let our mind do its job. Let our mind flow. Let our positive energy flow to them, flow to our great master as a gratification. In turn, we will receive an enormous amount of merit for ourselves. We will receive a lot, so much benefits unimaginable. And it is all, again, because of our great masters. So let's take a few more moments, a few more minutes to stay calm, stay relaxed. Let go. Let our positive energy flow to our great masters. Flow as a gratification offering to honor, to respect our great master to the utmost, just as what our master Luang Por Tamashiyo has shown us to do. A person with gratification is known to be a good person, a good and a virtuous person. And these type of people, it is easy for them to do good, and it is hard for them to do any bad. So when we pay our gratitudes to honor someone in return for what so much that they have given to us, we are acting on a virtuous path that would only lead us to the righteousness. Let's spend a few more minutes to share our merit, pay our gratitude to our masters in silence. And as we are now coming towards the end of our session, let's take a few moments to recall our merit, our positive energy accumulated throughout our lives, whether if we remember it or not, or we do remember them. Let them all come together into a clean, clear crystal sphere, as big as you feel like it is good for you, located where you feel it is easy for you. The picture again doesn't have to be clear. As long as you feel calm and relaxed, then that will do. Be with that crystal sphere, that pure, clean crystal sphere that is made up of all our virtuous deeds, from generosity, practicing of moral disciplines, and cleansing our minds through meditation. With these virtuous deeds, let's share it with our family and friends and our loved one as well. Wishing for them to always be happy, healthy, fulfilled in all their good wishes, be free from sadnesses, sorrows, impurities, sufferings, diseases, all harms, all negativities, and to be able to attain the stillness of the mind quickly, attain the utmost of happiness with ease. And let's keep relaxing, keep releasing, keep letting go, and share our positive flow, our positive merit outwards a little bit further to our community, our society, our city, our country, to our world, and outwards even further into space, to the universe, outwards borderlessly, infinitely, unlimitedly, reaching all beings, cleansing everything, every beings, every space, every particles. As our energy flow out, wishing for all beings to be clean, pure, clear, in their body, speech, and mind, to be cleansed, to only conduct good deeds, to be happy, to be fulfilled in all their good wishes, be free from all harms, be free from the path to ruin, be free from all impurities, and to attain the utmost of happiness as quickly and as easily as possible. Let our energy keep flowing, keep relaxing, keep letting go. Share with all beings this purity so that they too can have part in happiness. Now that we have shared our loving kindness with all beings, while still being relaxed, still being calm, let's softly and gently bring our attention, bring our awareness back to our body. Softly and gently. No rush. Bring our attention back to our body. Let our attention, let our mind rest where it likes. Could be in front of us, next to us, around our cheek, around our throat, anywhere you like. Keep relaxing, keep releasing, keep resting. And let's wish for ourselves at this time. With all this merit, may we be welcomed and respected by all human and celestial beings. May we be reborn into a noble class, in a country in which Buddhism prospers. Into a scholarly family that is well-to-do and virtuous. Being able to support Buddhism. May we attain Dhammakaya at young age and be able to maintain the attained state until the last. May we be endowed with the supreme physical attributes, supreme wealth, and supreme character, fortune, social status, praise, and happiness. May we know the path to Nibbana. May we be blessed with the great wealth in every future lifetime. May our earnest resolution come to fruition expediently. By the power of all the Buddhist Dhammakaya. Nibbana Paccaya Hotu. And as we are now at the end of our meditation session, let's recall being calm, being relaxed. Recall the feeling of happiness from inside of us. And remember to always keep this feeling as much as possible with us throughout the day as we go about. And when we are ready, let's softly and gently open our eyes. Softly and gently open our eyes, maintaining this relaxed feeling with us. And welcome all of us back to the session. In the ceremony, they are doing the verses to share loving kindness. We have already did that in our meditation. Hopefully that is the good session for us, right? To still our mind, to clean our mind, and to be able to recall our master in this great occasion. This is a very, very important day as well. When days like this come about, it is good to meditate and to accumulate as much merit for ourselves as possible. It will be very beneficial for ourselves and the people we love, the ones around us. Okay. So hopefully that was nice, your meditation. Do we have group photo today?
Yes.
So welcome everyone.
We're going to have our group photo. So we'd like to invite every one of you to open your camera to join us together. Anyone else to join us for photo sessions, please open your camera now and always remain smile. Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much for joining. Thank you very much for joining. These events, I understand, may be a little more related to Buddhism than our usual sessions, right? Hopefully that is all right. Hopefully that is all right. What we're trying to do in Mind Stories, I believe, is trying to keep things as neutral as possible, right? We're trying, because meditation is actually universal, right? It's not related to any religious things or anything. Once we practice it and we know for ourselves, then we would know what it actually is. Okay? Hopefully that is all right. Okay. So once in a while, we would have these events in our temple, and if you want to join, you are certainly welcome, and to learn more about the great masters and the traditions here as well. Okay, but other than that, Mind Stories, as far as I'm concerned, we're trying to keep things as neutral towards every person, every nation as possible, and to come to visit this true inner peace within, and to be able to know for yourself of what it is, to prove for yourself. And if you found it for yourself, you could then say it with your whole heart to others around you that you have found true inner peace, true happiness, right? And that would be a strong verbal conduct, right? Something with evidence that you have certainly witnessed for yourself. I see some of us joining also, even having dinner. Really appreciate that. Thank you so much for joining. If you do have any questions, or if you would like to share some of your experiences during your meditation so that we could know where we are up to already in our meditation, please do share in the chat box. Please do. Usually meditation experiences are quite similar, right? But in some cases, they could be very different. So when we are sharing our experiences, when we're sharing or asking questions, we're basically traveling on the same road, and we would be learning from each other of whether we're going correctly or anything that we could adjust from others' information as well. Okay. Very nice. So, all right, I'm going to be reading the chat. So, good mornings, highs, monk, okay. All right, good for both, all right. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for joining. Thank you for joining so much. From Marky, thank you, Monk Jackie. I enjoyed today's session. At the beginning of meditation, I had a little wandering mind. Okay, but hopefully after that, it became all right. Yeah, so you know how to deal with it. You learn how to, okay, very nice, very nice. I talked to my other brother monk the other day. He was talking about a person in this extreme case of wandering thoughts, right? This is just another case that I would like to just share with you so that we could see the picture of what wandering thoughts actually are, right? Some may have little, some may have a lot. Different. Depends on maybe some responsibilities a person has. So if you can think of wandering thoughts, just for everyone here as well, right? As waves, right? As waves. As a matter of fact, it is this monk right here in our session, Monk Nick. Yeah, he shared with us this. So if you think of wandering thoughts as like big waves, right? It's someone who has constant thinking, constant wandering thought, and has a lot of worries. Big waves. What we could do, right, is to reset. Maybe opening our eyes, looking around, calming our mind down. And when our mind is calm, we go back to relaxing our body and mind. Then we may get more wandering thoughts, still do. Reset again. The more times we notice ourselves having wandering thoughts and we reset for that. If we have little wandering thoughts, that's even better. But with big waves, it will become smaller waves and smaller waves and smaller waves until it neutralizes out. right? And becomes still eventually. So it doesn't matter where we are at in our wandering thoughts. We have a lot, a little, a moderate amount. What we could use always is to reset. Reset. The technique to reset is different also depending on each situation. If for me, for example, if I have a lot of wandering thoughts, worries maybe, right? Opening my eyes would help a lot better. So I open my eyes, I look at the picture of the great master, calm my mind down, then go back to meditation. But if my wandering thought isn't a lot, right? It's just a tiny bit, just a background music playing in my head when I meditate. I could just let them go. Let go, notice myself, bring my attention back to the point of balance. And that's it. Like I showed you the other day, I believe pretty much closing my eyes, letting go. If I'm in balance, I'll just keep the balance going, right? Keep it going, keep it going. And as soon as I notice myself having some wandering thoughts, I would use the method, let go. My mind would come back into balance. I would keep going, let go, come back to balance, keep going, let go, come back to balance, keep going. And that will further my meditation and also with anyone else who practices it. Okay, so thank you for sharing. From Shah Jalba, thank you. From Asti, thank you so much. From Marky, but then the chanting came in and it helped me focus. Thank you. Oh, yes, sometimes things like this could happen on the outside, right? It's hard to control the environments also, but if that helped, then that's amazing. Helps you focus and get into the meditation part. Okay, so Brunel, thank you. Welcome. Nice to see you again, Brunel. From Madel, thank you, Monk Jackie. I enjoyed the meditation. Felt relaxed. Okay, very nice. If you feel relaxed in your meditation, that's amazing. That shows that you are on the right path, right? We do still have a few more minutes left, and there seems to be no more questions. So let me share with all of us a little bit before we end the session. Okay, just a little bit about letting go. Our mind. What happens when we let go? Our mind will be happy, right? Our mind will be happy. We all seek happiness. But let's put happiness into two different types. Okay. The first type is the happiness that comes and goes, right? It is external. It's on the outside. You could go get them, maybe purchasing some things, some utilities, some things that you really love that you have. Okay, for example, that could be considered as something if you really love it. As we live in a state of three characteristics where things come about, stays for a while, and goes away. Okay, if we have something we love, for me, if I have something I really love, and I depart from it, or either it depart from me, sadness will occur, right? Or maybe that thing doesn't give me happiness always, since it would go away someday. Okay, so that's one type of happiness. It comes and it goes. If we would like to rely on it to always be there for us, it would almost be impossible, since we would have to depart from it, or it would have to depart from us someday. The second type of happiness is the happiness that is always there, waiting for us, as a matter of fact. We're waiting for all humans. It's the happiness from within, right? It's happiness from within. It's not external. This happiness we could always rely on. Whenever we have hardships or whenever we feel we need a source of happiness for ourselves, closing our eyes, letting go, our mind will be able to travel to that happiness inside of us. That could be considered as true happiness as well, because it doesn't come and go. It always is there, and it stays waiting for us to access all the time. And that's what we are practicing. That's what we are practicing. We could think of our mind, let's think of our mind as a circle, right? A ball, a circle. Now, when it gets attached to things, okay, attached to maybe, for example, okay, just for example, off the top of my head, some phones, cars, etc. Things, flowers, just things outside, right? That maybe makes the mind happy, gets attached to that. Or maybe work, responsibilities. The mind can only think of one thing at a time. So it would jump from one thing to another, to another, to another, to another, to another. Keeps running all day, all year, nonstop for many years. These are attachments, right? When the mind goes to attach to something. There are different degrees of attachments. Once we are able to let go, free our minds from all these things that our mind concerns about. Okay, let go, let the mind be free. The mind now it has its own freedom, right? It could go anywhere. But where it does go is the center of the body. Okay. Or let's put it this way, the source of happiness. That's why when we let go, we feel happiness. It's traveling to that source. And that source is found by this person, okay, which is our great master. The one who put his life on the line to find this knowledge. He saw that source, the center of the body, right? And traveled further to find even more knowledge inside. That's how he knew that there is the source of happiness, pretty much, right? And it is at the center of the body, the center of gravity of our human body, which is 2 fingers width above the navel, at the center of our body. Yes. If we are able to still our mind completely, we would be able to witness for ourselves of where that place is. We cannot really see it or find it right now, but once your mind is still, you'll be able to know for yourself that it is there. Okay. So very, very, very important. Very important. Right? If everyone in the world knows about this, people would be fulfilled. Right? If you're able to be happy all the time, unshaken by anything, just be still, be happy all the time, there would be no conflicts. You have a full cup of water and the water is pouring out, right? You already have a full cup. Then you're fulfilled. The rest is, you could just want to share it with others. Right? It's just sharing instead of wanting and taking. And that creates peace. That creates peace. Right? Hopefully this was a nice session. And this is the greatness of our great master who found that source of true peace. And we could all access. The knowledge is there. It's a matter of practicing it or not. Keep going. Keep practicing it. There's a lot to discover inside. Right? There's a lot to discover inside. A little bit of a time we go. The more we practice, the better, the faster we go. So rejoice in all of our merit. Rejoice in all our merit. Monday will be Long P. Daniel's Day again. Mindful Monday. Again, inviting all of us to join to further our practice of meditation also in this case. Rejoice in all our merits. And I will see you again on a Thursday, but another Thursday.
Thank you, Man Jackie, for a good session today and a very good sharing of a great master. And thank you everyone for joining us together. So let us pay respect to Man Jackie by bow 3 times. Let's bow. Second bow. And third bow.
With all the purity we've accumulated, with all the merit, may it bless us with the utmost of happiness, utmost of health, great wealth, great success, be fulfilled in all our good wishes, and may all of us be able to attain the utmost of happiness as quickly and as easily as possible.
Thank you, Man Jackie, for the blessing today. I see questions here. Do you want to answer it from Madel?
All right, let's see, before we leave, maybe just a little bit. Is happiness within is also like a feeling of having successfully accomplished tasks in life? It could be, right? It could be. But in order to accomplish some things in life, you would have to see for yourself, right? There are different types of happiness. But it's hard to say. It's hard to say in this case. Very good question. I will contemplate on this. I will contemplate on this a little bit and figure out. But yes, it is a form of happiness. It is a form of fulfillment. Okay. When your mind is fulfilled, right? When it's free from desires, when it's free from attachments from the outside, when you've successfully accomplished something, your mind will let go, okay? You'll feel a sense of freedom. And when that freedom comes, it means your mind is free. Thus, feeling that source of happiness, feeling the same happiness rushing to you as well. So hopefully that answers your question, right? Yes.
Thank you, Man Jackie, and see you guys all on next Monday. Bye bye, everyone of you. Have a good day.